Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome to the most ginormous freaking prison that I have ever created. It's a giant holding cell, a mega canteen, this huge vertical kitchen here, and all of these boys just keep pouring in at the rate of, well, currently 37 a day, because we're accepting all prisoners. That is the challenge. And we need to try and, well, you know, need to try and keep them from escaping. I won't explain the entire thing, because if you guys have made it this far, you know exactly what this is all about. So, there we go. I do see that there are a couple of objects out here that, oh god, there we are, that need to go. These, it was nice to have them for a while there. It added a little bit of atmosphere, but there are a couple here that are blocking the gate and making that stay open. And I think that's probably a bad thing. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to expand this storage room. Oh no, wait, I did. Oh, right, okay. Well, it's written here. I got confused about that. Should I move this break room indoors? I think yes. You know what? Yes. Let's... then that'd mean that they have to come in here and all the way around here to get to the staff room here. Alright, guys. How are we going to do this? I feel like staff need a better option. Obviously, sandwiches aren't sufficient for them, and that's why they keep going on strike, right? If we look at needs, and we look at staff needs, food is still a high priority. A critical priority. For a lot of people. And there's two ways that I can deal with this. On this one, I've created, like, this sort of stuff. I could create a staff canteen, but then we still buy the meals externally. We don't actually make them inside the prison, which is a bit irritating. I would like it if we made them here, like we just have a nicer kitchen for them, but evidently that's not the case. Okay, hang on. I got a couple of ideas about this, right? To try and calm down the flow of people as they come and go through here. I'm going to demolish this wall and this wall, right? Just one notch off of each of these, just to make it so that this flows a little bit better. And then we're going to demolish the door and toilet that are here. And that door needs to be there. Okay. So this and this, and this and this. Here we go. It's all fine. Now, ooh, I've just realized. Okay, so this should help them flow in a little bit better. That'll be nice. This canteen's doing well. That's nice. Do we have a problem with temperature in here? Is this where we're going wrong? No, it's 22. It gets a little warm up in this neck of the woods, thanks to this boiler. Which, you know what? I'm gonna go on the safe side here. I'm gonna dismantle this and put it outside. Which means I'll probably need to dot a couple of heaters in. But quite frankly, that is not a super concern. Not a super concern at all. In fact, I'm happy to do that, guys. I'm happy to put in a radiator at each of these notches to heat this just so, right? So it's not too hot and not too cold. It's just right. And then that means that that bad boy there will need to get relocated. So let's see. We'll wait for this to recalculate. This is precisely where we need that to be. It's sad that I need to put in a hot water heater for one single tiny second. It's like 2 pieces of hot water pipe need to be connected up. But that's okay. We'll hook this up like this. We'll hook that up like that. We're going to need a large pipe that connects from here straight across. That's fine. Straight across to there. That'll all hook up nicely. And it'll take care of itself and help these boys have everything they need. Alternatively, you know what? 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 Don't bother. Just don't bother. This can get dismantled. And you know what? This shower head here, that can get dismantled. Right? So there'll be a toilet without a shower combo. I'll leave the drain there just for gigs. But you know what? Those 2 sections of pipe that don't get hot water, bugger it. I think we can do without one shower. I don't think we need to go that crazy bananas about having this stuff up and running. And so what's that done to our temperature now? Let's have a look. Logistics, temperature. The kitchen's still a wee bit warm, but out here, 25. Okay. That is still unpleasant, isn't it? Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. Let's go one step further. And we're going to dismantle these windows that are here, because that's what's contributing to all of this additional heat. And hopefully, all of these cookers will then spill their heat out of these windows down here. It'd be nice if we could, like, do the Rimworld thing and put in an air conditioner to keep this at a reasonable temperature, but evidently that is a different game. And a game that I love, but definitely not this game. It does have a lot of similarities, quite frankly. There's a lot of things that this game does, or especially in the way that it looks, right? The pawns in this versus Rimworld, very similar. Very, very similar. Oh my giddy art. Look at all this crap. What is this? This grass and stuff in here? Oh man. Okay, well I tell you what, I don't want that stuff there, so I'm just going to do this. And then we'll replace the storage room. And we've had another death. Wait. Wait. One speed. Where did that happen? Where? Goddamn parole lawyer. Okie dokie then. Why are there red guys in here? Oh, because you just killed someone. Doy. Right, okay. Guys, I tell you what. Until this is over, parole is suspended. No paroles for anyone. Bender? Is it human Bender? Fair enough. No paroles for anyone until this criminal negligence goes away. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth here. And unless I'm very careful about this whole scenario, you know what, let's dismantle these two as well. Unless I'm very careful, we're going to have some problems. We're going to have some end-of-game problems. And I don't particularly... Chief, what now? Again? Alright, fine. Fine. Look, okay, hang on. Policy. Yeah, okay, great. Cool, cool, cool. 50%. Turn off bang up. Pay cut. Right. So, after making a lovely giant staff room for them all, it's still not satisfying all their food needs. So you know what I'm going to do? Alright guys, you got me. This is... Did I go staff room? Well look, that's fine. This is exactly what I wanted to do. So here you go, we're going to strip this out and strip this out. And we're going to recafooble this area as well, because there's just not enough spaces for people to sit and eat their food. So you know what? Here you go. Here's a fucking table. Here's another table. You can have some tables. You can have some... Do you want benches, or would you prefer chairs? Let's give you benches and see how you like it. Right? There we go. There's that stuff. These chairs here... we'll just move those over to this side. And this can get moved as well. Oh god, if I do this, it's going to break the room. Okay, rooms. Staff room. Make sure that that's topped up because of that wall moving. Let's get drinks machine over here. Let's get some wide sofas like this. Great. There we go. Okay. And... Oh, dismantle that one. We can probably move this toilet as well. And we'll put that over here. There you go. That'll be fine, guys. Hopefully, this will help them a little bit more. Alright? I know I say that, you know, they shouldn't complain, but it's fair. If you're working and you don't have a way to eat lunch, then that can be fairly stressful. You know, I mean, technically there is a stress hormone that's released in your body that, like, amps you up when you haven't had any food, because that's kind of, you know, a bit of a caveman thing, essentially. When we hadn't eaten, we started to get more aggressive. So, yeah, that's why when people get hungry, they sometimes get angry. They call it hangry. So that's fine. This should hopefully sort these boys out, and they'll be able to get, and girls, and they'll be able to get a bit more food in. I tell you what, this infirmary needs to be fixed up. Critically don't like a wonky mix of concrete tiles and wooden floors in there. That is just pretty disgusting. Okay, great. That's taken care of. The armory's taken care of. This is still missing some power here, which is fine. We can fix that up. There we go. Cleaning cupboard's doing well. Armory's doing... Ooh, that shouldn't be there. Let's dismantle that, shall we? We'll replace that with a staff door. because I don't want people to be able to just stroll in to the armory and help themselves, because yeesh, that's probably not a good thing. And as soon as that door goes in, that goes back to staff only. That's staff only. That can be staff only. We'll do our little crazy Ivan around the prison. Blue and red and... Okay, great. Alright, cool. So we got this. We've beaten the Too Many Deaths challenge, which was looming over us. The workshop is still not producing any fracking license plates whatsoever. The kennel's looking good. Got a good amount of dogs. We could probably do with a bit of an expansion on this, as a matter of fact. Here we go. Let's get this down to here. Get this door dismantled. And then once that's out of the way, we could do that now, please, Mr. Workman people. And then we'll get another kennel in here that can just extend this out like that. Beautiful. And let's get some more boxes for our doggies to sleep in. There we are. Dog crates like this. There we go. Because we've got a fair few of them now. We may as well... I'll tell you what. We'll have 2 blocks of 3. There you go, puppers. Have a little nap. Rest your weary bones. Recover from murdering that prisoner who killed the guy earlier on. God, I love seeing that. I really do. There's something oddly satisfying about it when I see when I see one of those guys attack and kill the dude, and then the dog just turns and goes him. It's freaking delightful. Okay, that's taken care of. This can go. I don't want that. And this infirmary can go as well, because we've now got the big internal one. And what we're going to do with this room is we'll seal that. We'll pop a staff door here. And then we're going to dismantle... Chief, mate, seriously. Again? I don't want to give him a friggin' raise. Alright, you know what? Fine. Alright, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm just going to give him the raise. I don't want to hear any more about it. I want this to be the end of this. Thank you very much. I do not want any more shenanigans from these boys. Right. Boop. Morgue. Oh, yeah. I haven't built a morgue in ages. Let's get some slabs down in here. Beauty. And should we have some lights? Might not be a bad idea. Objects. Lights. Have one above each of these morgue slabs. And there you go. When someone gets murdered, they can be brought in here. And then, you know, sliced up, and we can check out to see why they stopped functioning. Is that what they do? It seems that this human unit ceased functioning due to a large piece of steel being inserted into a beating thing within his chest. Fascinating. Right. That's taken care of. What was going to go in here? What haven't I got? Oh, a mail room. That'd be lovely. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, security could do with a bit of expansion. And the kennel's now way too flippin' big. But you know what? Let's have a little mail room here. The security room's fine. It's totally fine. Stuff them. And, yeah, so, right. Let's demolish this wall here. Stick another one there. And then we can get into... Okay, while we're waiting for that, let's fix up the tiles in here so that I feel like my eye is going to twitch less. And then in this section, we can have that there like that as well. Lovely. And this can be a mail. Does that mean we have one of every room now? With the exception of shower. Ooh, and storage. I should probably consider putting in a storage room somewhere. Right, here we go. So we need some sorting desks. Oh, man. This is great. Which way does this go? That way. Okay, so we'll have 2 of those down here. Should we have some in the center as well? Or should we have one here? Yes, we'll have a couple here as well. And then we just need... What? A table. Okay, so let's just have some tables along like this to hold the mail which is being processed. And that should do the trick. There you go. Alright, let's get some people to work in here. Is that all there is? 5? Really? I would have thought more. Is it per bench that it gets... No, it's per sorting bench. And there's only 4 sorting benches. I suppose I could try and max that out a little bit higher, but we'll see how it goes for now. This is the first that these guys have had access to mail. So it'll be interesting to see how they behave and how they enjoy it. It does actually help satisfy their family needs because they get letters from home, and you know, probably some cocaine as well. But that's cool. I'm honestly, I'm down with that, guys. You want some coke to help you get through your day? You go there. Ooh, Jiminy Cricket! Look at this. Look, we got booze. We got tasers. But there is another submachine gun here, which is pretty crazy, and a couple of megaphones. What is that? Soap. Huh. Well, I mean, if you want to keep clean, that's a good way to do it, I suppose. Oh, man. Okay, good. So we'll let this shakedown kick through. It is sleep time at the moment, so we are going to be potentially disrupting sleep a little bit. Let's check it out. Oh, seems to be going okay. There's a few people that are getting woken up here and there, but for the most part, it's getting looked after. And family, well, that's starting to climb a little bit. That's something that we may need to keep a slightly closer eye on. And we may do that. I tell you what, boys. Let's look after you a little bit harder here. At the end of each of these rows of beds, I'm going to pop in a phone. Right? An additional phone to phone home. And they'll just go dotted straight down like this. Hopefully, people will be able to navigate their way around. Is that some plants there? Is there a bit of missing floor that I'm not aware of? Fascinating. Okay, so let's get these in here like this. That'll help to keep that family need a little bit more under control. Good-o. And should we have... I tell you what, boys. Tell you what. We'll go even further. We'll go even further. We've got a bunch of them about. We may as well put in some weights benches for you in here as well, so that whenever you're in your room, you can get some exercise as well. Because they can shower, they can do family things, they can get this. I could even... That's an interesting thought. Alright, hang on, let me get this done. I'm going to try one last little thing. What happens if I try putting one of these in? I'm just going to shove it here for now. What happens if that's there? Would food be brought to this? You know, like when staff get sandwiches brought to their thing. Are these guys going to get sandwiches that they can, like, just come and pick at and have a go at? There is some gruel being delivered, which is hilarious. There are some food trays being delivered. No. Really? Come on. I can't imagine that food would get delivered to this table. I mean, it's not getting delivered so far, because it's all been used up out here. These guys have eaten all the bacon and eggs. But, oh well. Okay. It would have been nice. It would have been very nice, and that way they could, if they were hungry in the middle of the night, they could just, like, go and have a little cheeky snack. Right? Wouldn't that have been lovely? Ooh. It would have been great. Man, oh man. Okay, I think we've kind of got this back under control again. I think this is starting to get reasonable. Oh look, you can eat a dirty prisoner uniform, guys. How do you feel about that? No? What about you, Crystal A? Developer of this program? No? Not happy with that? Because you're very heavily suppressed? I should flip and hope so. That's why we're dotting these armed guards all over the place, mate. Actually, oh, no, too late. I was going to say, cancel that, because they're just starting to cook. Maybe they'll do it. But it's fine. It is totally fine. The library is cranking out books at the moment, which is pretty phenomenal. People are making a bit of a mess in here, which I'm not thrilled about. And there are a lot of dudes floating around in here. Some of them are suppressed. Most of them, some of them, yeah, they all seem a little bit suppressed, don't they? Which means they're not going to work as hard. But you know what? I'd rather they be suppressed and behave themselves and not do any more of that horrible murdering than... ooh, hello. Guard patrols. Work free time. In here. Always. 2 of you. Wait, green... Yeah, work free time is those 2 slots there, the red slots. Okay, great. So we'll get some guys in there to look after that. And make sure that the guys in the mail room aren't getting cakes sent to them with files baked into them. And yeah, I think that's probably we're probably doing okay. Oh, and visitation. We flipped this over to staff only. Let's flip it back now. What else have we got over here that needs looking at? That needs to be that. They're all okay. That's all fine. That's all fine. That's all fine. Should the infirmary be staff only? I don't think so. This can be access only though, and that can be shared. And parole. Let's just double check our regime, not our regime, our programs, and make sure that all the parole courses are correct. Good, and they are correct. Good. Okay, great. So paroles should kick off again tomorrow. We should start getting some more cash in and not have to worry about losing $5 grand a day, which we currently are. Hopefully, we can carry this bad boy on and see how far we can push it. All right, friends. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.